Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Have you ever wondered why some women don't say anything directly, yet their actions tell you everything you need to know? The truth is, attraction doesn't always speak in words, it speaks in signals. And if you miss those signals, you miss the entire message. Today, we're going to uncover 4 of the clearest things women do when they are H or NEY. And once you learn to recognize them, you'll never look at these subtle behaviors the same way again. When a woman is experiencing heightened attraction, one of the most noticeable shifts can be seen in the way she uses touch, not necessarily on others, but on herself. Subtle, often unconscious self-touch can be highly communicative, conveying more than words. For instance, a person might habitually play with their hair, twirling it or repeatedly brushing it back even when unnecessary. This action not only occupies their hands, but also signals underlying nervous energy and excitement. Many men overlook this, assuming it is a simple habit, but context is everything. When these gestures happen more often in someone's presence, it usually means something deeper is happening inside her. Another common form of self-touch is adjusting jewelry or accessories. A woman may lightly tug at the necklace, graze her fingers across a bracelet, or smooth the collar of her shirt. These movements draw attention to certain areas of the body without being obvious. It is not done deliberately to seduce, but rather as an instinctive way of releasing tension and showing openness. The body naturally seeks ways to express emotions when words are not enough, and small touches become that silent language. You may also notice how she touches her face more often. Brushing a cheek, resting her chin on her hand, or softly biting her lip while her fingers linger near her mouth are subtle yet powerful indicators of heightened feelings. The face is one of the most expressive parts of the body, and when combined with gentle touches, it becomes a direct display of inner restlessness. Again, this is not something that is consciously planned. It simply happens when emotions intensify and the body channels that energy outward. Another layer of this behavior can be seen in how she interacts with her surroundings. She might stroke the rim of a glass, trace patterns on a table with her fingers, or fidget with the edge of her clothing. These actions may seem random, but they often reveal a person's internal state. It is as though the energy has to escape somewhere and touch becomes the natural outlet. When a woman feels this way, everything she does carries a touch of softness, almost like an unspoken invitation for closer attention. It is important to note that this kind of touch is different from casual habits. The key difference is the timing and frequency. If she suddenly begins doing it more when she is near someone she is drawn to, that is the signal. Touch in this form is not only a comfort mechanism, but also a way of emphasizing femininity. Hair, jewelry, clothing, the neck, or even the lips become focal points of expression. These movements are her body's way of communicating what words might hesitate to say. For those who are observant, understanding these signals can open a deeper awareness of how attraction and desire often manifest in quiet physical cues rather than bold statements. When a woman feels a stronger pull of attraction, one of the clearest signs is found in her eyes. Eye contact is one of the oldest and most universal forms of human communication, and when it intensifies, it often reveals feelings that are difficult to hide. A lingering gaze, one that lasts just a second longer than usual, carries meaning far beyond casual glances. It is not about staring, it is about holding. In that moment, the eyes say what words are too cautious to express. This deepened look is often soft yet magnetic, creating a silent conversation without a single sound. The difference between normal eye contact and heightened eye contact lies in the emotion behind it. Everyday eye contact is quick, polite, and functional. But when desire or attraction is present, her gaze lingers, deepens, and locks in. You might notice that her eyes seem brighter, almost as if they are reflecting a hidden excitement. She may look directly into your eyes and then glance away quickly, only to return again moments later. That back and forth rhythm is one of the most telling behaviors. It is a push and pull, a dance of curiosity and anticipation. Another element that often comes with this kind of eye contact is the smile that follows. When a woman locks eyes with you, letting the moment linger, and then smiles as if sharing a secret, a potent dynamic is forged. This interplay of gaze and smile creates a compelling effect, where her eyes extend an invitation for connection, and her smile gently eases the approach. Without uttering a single word, the message is unmistakable. There's interest, undivided attention, and a palpable energy stirring between you. Her use of her eyes during conversation further enhances this unspoken communication. She may hold your gaze more steadily when you speak, almost studying you as if every word matters. At the same time, when she's the one speaking, she will check your eyes frequently to see how you react. This behavior shows not only attraction but also emotional investment, as though your response carries weight. The intensity of eye contact in these moments is a direct reflection of how tuned in she is. Sometimes it is not about the duration of eye contact, but the way her eyes soften when they meet yours. Pupils may appear slightly larger, her blink rate may slow, and her overall expression becomes more relaxed. These microsignals are often beyond conscious control, making them some of the most genuine indicators of what she is feeling. Even when she tries to mask her emotions, her eyes will often reveal them. Eye contact has a way of creating a sense of closeness that words cannot achieve. It bridges the space between two people and builds a silent but powerful tension. When a woman maintains this heightened level of eye contact, it is more than just looking. It is connection, curiosity, and desire rolled into one. For anyone paying attention, the eyes can be the clearest signal of all, offering a direct glimpse into what she feels but does not yet say aloud. When attraction rises, playfulness often becomes one of the clearest signals a woman shows. It is the shift in energy that turns a simple interaction into something more lively, more personal, and more filled with subtle hints. Playful behavior can take many forms, but at its core, it is about creating a sense of closeness through lightheartedness. She may tease you in a gentle way, making jokes that carry no malice, but instead invite laughter and connection. Teasing in this sense is not about putting someone down, but about drawing them in, showing comfort, and building an atmosphere where both people feel at ease. One of the most common signs of this playful energy is the way she uses her words. Her tone might become lighter, her sentences sprinkled with humor, and her conversation filled with witty remarks. Instead of speaking in a straightforward, serious manner, she may add in small challenges or mock debates, almost as if daring you to play along. This type of back and forth creates a rhythm that is different from normal conversation. It feels charged, alive, and memorable, as if the two of you have stepped into your own private bubble of interaction. Alongside her words, her body language often shifts as well. A playful woman may smile more often, lean closer when speaking, or laugh at things more easily. The laughter itself is telling. It tends to be louder, warmer, and more frequent, showing that she not only enjoys your presence, but also wants you to notice her reaction. Sometimes she may even add small physical gestures to amplify the playfulness, such as a light tap on the arm or an exaggerated facial expression when joking around. These gestures break the barrier of formality and move the interaction into a more personal and engaging space. Another important element of flirty playfulness is exaggeration. She might mimic something you said in a funny voice, playfully roll her eyes at the comment, or pretend to disagree with you just to keep the conversation going. This is less about the actual disagreement and more about extending the interaction. She is essentially saying, "I enjoy this, let's keep it alive." This exaggerated style of communication keeps things fun and draws attention to the chemistry building between the two of you. Playfulness can also be shown in the way she creates inside jokes. She may take something small from your conversation and turn it into a shared reference point, something that only the two of you understand. These little jokes become reminders of the time spent together and build a sense of connection. When she remembers these moments and brings them up again later, it shows she values the bond being formed. The beauty of playful or flirty behavior lies in its subtlety. It is never over the top, but it is always intentional. A woman does not invest this kind of playful energy into someone she does not feel something for. The teasing, the jokes, the exaggerated reactions, and the laughter are her way of testing the waters, inviting response, and strengthening the invisible line of attraction. By noticing these cues, one can understand that her playfulness is more than just casual fun. It is an expression of deeper interest disguised as light-hearted interaction. When a woman feels a stronger sense of attraction, one of the most natural things she does is look for ways to be closer. This closeness does not always mean something direct or obvious. Connection often manifests through subtle actions and small decisions that draw someone into another's personal space. People naturally gravitate towards those they feel a bond with, and women frequently demonstrate this by seeking opportunities to spend more time in close proximity to the person they are attracted to. This could be as simple as choosing to sit next to someone when other seats are available, or walking alongside them even when there's no necessity to do so. These little choices may seem small, but they carry significant meaning. Sometimes this seeking of closeness is shown in physical space. She may lean in when talking, reducing the distance between you during conversations. Her body might angle toward you in a group setting, or she may step just a little closer when laughing or listening to what you say. None of this is done randomly. The body is always communicating, and when a woman chooses to reduce the space between herself and someone else, it signals comfort, interest, and a desire for stronger connection. It can also be expressed through her actions outside of physical space. She may suddenly find more reasons to text, call, or initiate conversation. A quick message about something minor, a casual, "How was your day?" or sharing something funny she saw can all be her ways of staying connected. These little efforts are not about the surface level topic, but about maintaining presence. She wants to keep the interaction alive and make sure there is a continuous flow of energy between the two of you. Another way closeness shows up is through invitations. She may suggest spending time together in different settings, whether that means grabbing a coffee, going for a walk, or joining you in an activity she knows you enjoy. These invitations are her way of creating shared experiences because shared moments build stronger bonds. By suggesting time together, she is opening a door for the connection to grow. Closeness is also revealed in the way she listens and remembers details. When she recalls small things you mentioned days or weeks earlier, it shows she is paying attention with genuine interest. She is not just hearing words, she is holding on to them because they matter to her. That attentiveness is another form of closeness. It is emotional rather than physical, but just as powerful. Sometimes this behavior can be seen in the smallest gestures. She may bring up a topic that she knows will keep you talking longer or laugh at something just to extend the moment. She may even mirror your actions unconsciously, matching your posture or tone. These little reflections show alignment, and alignment is a form of closeness that goes beyond words. Ultimately, seeking closeness is a combination of physical presence, emotional attention, and consistent effort to stay connected. Whether it is through leaning in, remembering details, initiating contact, or creating chances to be near, a woman's desire for closeness is one of the clearest indicators of her deeper feelings. It is subtle, yet unmistakable for those who notice. At the end of the day, the signs women show are not random. They are small but powerful signals that reveal what is happening beneath the surface. From the way she touches herself more often, to the way her eyes linger with deeper contact, to the playful energy she brings into conversation, and finally to the way she seeks closeness and presence. Each of these actions paints a bigger picture. They show how attraction and desire are rarely spoken outright, but instead expressed through body language, tone, and behavior. By paying attention, by reading these signals with respect and awareness, you begin to understand a side of communication that goes beyond words. These are not just habits, they are expressions of interest, and recognizing them can open the door to stronger connections, deeper confidence, and a better understanding of human nature. Yeah.